Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20. Yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. And Teddy, touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 78 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Down the left sideline. And down to the 29-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. The throw's going to be caught. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Bond in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Second and 11. Swings this out for Hunt. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and a yard. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That'll be caught by Rice. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Hunt will try going up the middle. Powerful running. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there. Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he? One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.